Hello again, it's TryHardnmity and I'm back at you with some more Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls content. In today's video we'll be talking about patch 2.3, which in my opinion is the most exciting patch to hit since Reaper of Souls has been released. And everything it entails, what is going to be in the patch, pretty much all the information we have as of now. Keep in mind, guys, that the patch isn't actually out on PTR at the making of this video, so lots of what we'll be talking about is either speculation, opinion, or just, what I am thinking about the patch based on the notes we've been given. So yeah, guys, let's get started and have a look. Okay, guys, so let's get started. As you can see, patch 2.3 PTR preview. This isn't actually on the PTR yet. Once again, it should be probably the following, maybe Tuesday or Wednesday, maybe the week after Tuesday or Wednesday. We'll see. Anyways, it's got a lot of juicy stuff. I don't know about you guys, but I'm really excited about it. It has a lot of changes, which should have happened a long time ago, but I'm happy they're finally happening at all. Considering it's not, a pay-to-play game or subscription-based, I'm pretty happy with the amount of content Blizzard's thrown our way. So anyways, let's get started. As you can see, we have quite a bit on the table of contents. We'll get started with New Zone, Runes of Sescheron. Now, the Runes of Sescheron, apparently this is going to be in Act 3. It's kind of around the lore of barbarians, things like that. It's adventure mode only, and it has Kanai's Cube, which we'll get to later. That's how we unlock this item. So anyways, yeah, you can see it's just kind of like maybe the final act in Diablo 2, barbarian style. They're showing a barbarian off in it. We don't have a huge amount of information about this yet. All I could really pull up that it says it's specifically in Act 3 near the Area Crater. So we'll probably have a waypoint to go to Act 3, and then, yeah, in there we'll make our way. So apparently they're going to have new bounties. Yeah, they're going to have new bounties, quests, things like that to do in there. So it's going to be a fairly full area, hopefully, with an okay amount to do. It's not a new act, which I think some people confused it for, which that would be great, but yeah, I don't think it's going to happen. But it's definitely some new content, and it's nice to see new maps and things being added into the game because we grind it all day long. It gets repetitive after a while, so that's definitely exciting stuff. And I'm kind of interested to see what they're going to do in the future with more new zones and lore and things like that outside of releasing a new expansion pack. So yeah. Okay, guys, this is the big one. This is what everyone's talking about. Kanai's Cube. This is crazy. I mean, pretty much they're adding in like a Herodric-type cube from Diablo 2. I don't know if anyone remembers that, but you could pretty much convert like runes and unsocketed gear and things like that into rune words and make pretty special items, which you couldn't find without merging them together in this cube. This is Diablo 3's version. Instead of creating like rune words and things like that, we're disenchanting legendaries to steal their special effect. I'll bring that over there. So yeah, so like for example, big spreadsheet here. I'll put the link in the comment section below. I made my own, but it's nowhere near as good as this, so we'll use this. But so for example, you could put your helm into this cube, your Pride's Fall, and out of the cube will come your resource costs are reduced by 30% after taking damage for 5 seconds, which is amazing. Like, what a ridiculous passive. You can have this permanently without equipping the helm. So you get 3 slots. You get an armor slot, a jewelry slot, and a weapon slot. So you can have one armor effect, so like helm, chest, legs, gloves, something like that. One jewelry effect, rings, amulets, and then you can have one weapon effect as well. So yeah, that's up here. So jewelry. So for example, we could have on a Demon Hunter Pride's Fall, resource cost reduced by 30% after not taking damage, which is awesome. Then you could have one from jewelry, like just anything, like chance on hits pull your enemies towards and slow by 60 to 80%. Not great, but yeah, just an example. And then you could have a weapon effect, like after killing 10 enemies, you release Poison Nova. So you could have those permanently up all the time. I mean, how awesome is that? It just unlocks like a whole just plethora of friggin' effects you can use in your character. We're going to be seeing people breaking into greater rifts. Well, maybe with the nerf in effect too, which I'll get to later. We'll be seeing greater rift 80s next season. I'd say consistently. Solos we'll be seeing in the 70s. That's just my prediction, but we'll see. So this unlocks a whole bunch of new stuff. Let me just see if I can find the little note I took here as well. Not only does it do, so these are the mats that it costs, okay guys? So This is data mined off Diablo fans off the patch notes, so it's not finalized yet, but it's looking pretty promising. So extract legendary power. So as you can see, this one's called Archive of Tal Rasha. I think that's going to be specific to a certain item. So it requires one legendary item with a special power. Yeah. And then it requires one of each of these 5 runes, which are gained from doing bounties in each act. So I'm not even sure how to pronounce that. Caldeum Nightshade. So that's the Act 2 bounty, obviously, being Caldeum. So you get the bounty. They're trying to spice things up by, making you go to other bounties and other acts. So that'll drop off the cash, and then, yeah, that's your mat towards it. So it requires one of each act, 1 legendary item, and 5 Death's Breath, and that will extract the legendary power off your item. Now, I've read up on this. When you get the legendary power, it rolls to the highest chance. So if it was like, here, let me go back to the spreadsheet. So, for example, like, let's say, we'll use Pride's Fall. Let's say resource costs were reduced by 20 to 30%, which it's not, but we'll say it is, then it would give you 30% no matter what. And the same goes for, so like Leorc's Crown, it's 100%. Apparently, they don't want to add in a grinding factor of like 1 billion where you need to not only get the item and extract it, but you need to find that like perfect stat as well. I mean, with ancient items, there's already quite enough farming involved, so they're trying to avoid that. But yeah, so other than that, it doesn't only extract legendary powers, it looks like it does other things, like reforged legendary. So for 1 legendary item, 5 of each rune. So a fair amount of farming to get this. 50 Forgotten Souls, so the materials aren't cheap. It looks like it's going to re-roll your legendary. Whether or not that re-rolls a legendary to an ancient or not, I've yet to know, but we'll see when PTR comes up. So that's definitely exciting. And it's good for, when you collect like 1,000 Forgotten Souls, you have stuff to do with them, finally. Re-roll your legendaries. Upgrade rare item. Now, I'm not sure if this is going to upgrade your rare item to legendary or what, but yeah, it might give it more stats, or maybe they're doing like an ancient rare item type thing. I hope not, but yeah. Convert set item, again, unknown. Remove level requirement, pretty cool for your alts. It takes 1 level 25 gem of ease, though. Plus your equipable item, with a bunch of other things. I mean, you can convert your gems, you can convert crafting materials, so if you have too many blues, you can transfer them to yellows, or vice versa. It's always going to be yellow to blue, probably. And then you can open portals to realms as well. So open portal to Greed's Realm, open portal to not a cow level, Whimsydale, Whimsyshire. I mean, we already have that technically, but okay. So yeah, guys, this item, Kanai's Cube, is looking like what we've wanted in the game for a long time, and I'm so happy to have it. So yeah, guys, let's look forward to that. Okay, guys, so moving on to the next section, crafting system updates. Not the biggest change, but there's definitely a few nice things in here. Essentially, they're making 1 set of crafting materials, so your low-level blues will cost the same materials as your high-level yellows. So pretty much they're just getting rid of the old crafting materials, and as you level up in the fresh season, your stuff will be useful. When you get to level 70, you can actually use your crafting materials, which is nice. From the looks of it, they're changing the actual crafting material costs as well. So, for example, if you look here, Sovereign Dire Axe on Live is slightly different from the actual patch notes here, which is 15 across the boards. So whether this means they're going to normalize some of the, lower the amount of blues we need to craft bracers or something, is still speculation. I hope they do, but who knows? We'll see. So it's definitely a nice little bonus. And they said they're also crunching down on the number of crafting recipes, making the process easier, more fluid, which is great, because I hate crafting recipes on new characters. I'm sure everyone does. When you see that green symbol on your map and you're like, is it my chess piece? And it's like, no, it's canes. Like, oh, thanks, guys. Please, thank you. But yes, that's quite nice as well. Moving on to the adventure mode updates. Next to the cube, this is probably the most appealing thing I've ever seen in a patch note. They are removing the Realm of Trials. Thank you, Blizzard. I can't describe how much I hate the Realm of Trials with a passion. It just drives me insane having to farm out Rift trial keys. It's just, it's BS. You don't gain anything from it. it's a pointless system, and they're finally getting rid of it. And what they're adding in is this beautiful new little menu where, from the looks of it, you complete level 12 in a certain amount of time. You get level 20, unlocking 13 through 17, or 13 through 20, sorry. And then you just select it on the menu, possibly enter your rifts, your key of trials, which is fine. I don't mind farming those. And yeah, doing your greater rift over and over and over. So if you unlock 46, that's the highest you've been, until you hit 47. You just keep farming 46 over and over without having to spend, hours farming the key to get into 46, which is great. It's really, really nice. I'm sure high-level parties are going to appreciate this. Pushing those Greater Rift trials all day. We're going to see an automatic increase on Greater Rifts competitively because of this. They're going to spend a lot less time sitting in Greater Rift trials, and more time actually clearing the rifts. So yeah, that's good. We're improving bounty rewards by adding act-specific crafting mats to Heraldric caches. So, like I said before, if I can get to it, I think it's that one. They're adding in these items in your caches whenever you complete your bounty mode or whatever. And it looks like completing bonus acts in adventure mode will also grant a bonus Heraldric cache stuffed with crafting materials. So it looks like you can get 2 per bounty, possibly, or not per bounty, but per act. They're going to add in bonuses, I suppose. So that's quite nice. It'll increase that farming efficiency as well. I know I'm definitely sick of just farming Act 1 because it has the only useful item for me. So I might as well try to increase it, kind of thing. It's going to be nice to do Acts 1 through 5. So that's definitely a huge change, guys. One thing that daunts me from playing Diablo nowadays, not playing at all, but just thinking of the repetitiveness, is the Realm of Trials. So thank you so much, Blizzard, for removing those. Let me know in the comment section below if you guys hate them as well, because I'd like to see if I'm the only one. I'm pretty sure I'm not, though. And moving on to the final section, we have Seasonal Journey, new difficulty levels, and legendary set items. Starting at the Seasonal Journey, a pretty unique feature for those people who kind of care about titles, maybe portraits, aesthetically pleasing looking things. Let's just say that. So pretty much you're adding a Seasonal Journey in. So what this means is you upgrade your chapters throughout your journey by doing certain objectives, like complete 5 bounties, open up a waypoint map in adventure mode, see what bounties are available, or complete a Nephilim Rift. So you do those, complete chapter 1, claim your rewards, so maybe a new portrait and a pet. So yeah, that's how it goes. It's all going to be cosmetic. I don't know if they actually specify that or not. This helpful feature is divided into chapters, which may include major milestones that are achievable by most players and tiers. Portrait frames, and highest tier includes challenges that will take effort to achieve for most powerful Nephilim. So yeah, it's going to be a bunch of cosmetic stuff, which is fine. I like that kind of stuff. That's okay. But that brings me on to a quick point. Pets in the game now. We're going to see an online shop soon, guys. And this online shop is going to be a cash store. And they're going to have portraits and banners and pets and maybe wings and things like that. I'm pretty sure they're trialing it in China right now. So yeah, we'll see stuff like that coming up, which I'm happy with. If you want to blow all your money on cosmetic stuff, I mean, I buy skins in League. Who doesn't? It's fine, whatever. As long as it doesn't affect gameplay, like going onto an auction house and buying an amazing weapon for 300 million, then I don't care. Go for it. Moving on to one of the more exciting changes again, higher difficulty levels. I called this months ago. I don't have it on video, but I so called it. I did, I swear. Except for I said Torment 11, not 10. But yeah, so Torment 7, 8, 9, and 10. Thank you, Blizzard. Much needed. Torment 6 is just like a joke now with the new set items you put in and ancients, things like that. So yeah, that's definitely looking good. How these are going to be actually like rated in terms of monster difficulty. So if this is anything to base it off of, every 3 levels it goes up like a difficulty. So Torment 6 being Torment 6 being level 25-ish. That means 3, 6, 9, 12. Yeah, we should be looking around level 40 will be Torment 10. So maybe, give or take, I'd hope aim towards maybe 42 Greater Rift. So Greater 42 at the moment should be equivalent to about 10-ish. That's complete speculation based on this here. But if 42 is the way it is, I think that's pretty well balanced. It means the higher, people who have more time to play the game and have more gear will still wreck it, but it means the people who have like a mediocre amount of time or like a medium amount of time will comfortably farm it, if not struggle a bit with Torment 10. So with these new difficulties, just upping, drop chance and monster difficulty. So like they said, Torment levels with appropriate reward rates, including Torment 10. So yeah, that's definitely exciting. I'm so sick of like my Whirlwind Barb barely, if I'm not using my 2 one-handers, like you can't get enough like Fury to Whirlwind through because the monsters die instantly. So like you don't generate anything. But yeah, that's not an issue. But yeah, you know what I mean. It's gonna be good. And then as usual, new legendary and set items. I won't go through all of these yet. They do have a few up because we're making this a bit long. They're on DiabloFans.com right now. I think they're trying to make certain 4 bonus set items more usable. And there's no legendary items up yet. So that'll definitely be exciting because not only are new legendaries out, but those new legendaries will be usable with the cube as well. So keep that in mind. And then this is a pretty huge one. I know a lot of people probably won't. Not a lot. I don't want to say a lot of people, but quite a few people won't really care. But this is pretty big for Greater Rifts, especially on the higher difficulties. Several changes to monsters are coming to the game as well, along with reducing the amount of crowd control the game's tougher monsters will tolerate. So that means, these guys like running like Greater Rift 78 or whatever, just stun locking and freezing shit to death, will probably no longer be able to do that. But, they'll probably push Greater Rifts higher because the 3 passives all of those 4 members will have, those 12 passives between the whole group, will probably outweigh any changes to the CC reduction and things like that. So that's pretty huge. There was an extra little one on here. Yeah, so what they're doing is they're making like big monsters count for more experience towards a Greater Rift, and small monsters count for less. So maybe zombie rifts won't be as good now because they're all like medium-sized monsters, where like the the ones with like the big huge monster types, which are more annoying, will be better towards your progression. We'll see though. So it looks like they're trying to change the focus from like the Greater Rift Guardian only. So they say, in the time you spend facing the Greater Rift Guardian, we've made changes to create a better balance between the time you spend exploring and clearing Nephilim or Greater Rifts and the time you spend facing the Rift Guardian. So I think they're trying to bring that balance away from like the Rift Guardian taking on most classes like 5 minutes to maybe a few more minutes, but the Rift taking longer to clear. Which I'm all for, because like I hate on my Barbarian, I'll get to the Rift boss and it's like, alright, well it's going to take like 10 minutes. It's like, okay, thanks guys. But yeah, hopefully that's the change we're looking at. Okay guys, that is it for today. Those are all the patch notes we have so far. I'll put some sources in the comment section below. Don't forget to check them out. Let me know what you guys think about the patch. If you're happy, excited, hungry, angry, dunno. Just put it in the comment section below. I'm definitely interested in your feedback about Diablo 3 right now and what's going on with it. Check out the live stream. The link is in the comment section below. It's rebooting when the PTR comes up. Future guides-wise, I'm making a cube guide when PTR comes live, just going over awesome combinations, interesting combinations. Not like in detail all the combos. It'll take a while to figure them out. But just, some starter ones to aim for when the new season hits. But yeah, guys, thanks a lot for watching, and we will see you all soon. Bye-bye.